Hello, Twitter, YouTube. Not Twitter. After that whole Twitter thing, we don't say Twitter anymore. Hello, Twitch, YouTube. We got a vintage preliminary here. If you're on YouTube, have you subscribed to the channel yet? You should do that. Anyways, hey, it's KCI. You thought I'd never play it again, but joke's on you. We're playing it again. Do I remember how to play it? No. That's okay. We'll figure it out as we go. Yeah, so if you haven't already seen the other KCI video, back a couple months ago, we won a challenge with KCI. Actually, fantastic content. Highly recommend. Have I ever recommended you my own content? Did I know how to play it then? No. Did I win a challenge with it anyways? Yes. The only things I changed from that list is I took out one Ravager for a Retriever, because I think this card's pretty good, and I took out the Terrarian for top. And then I think besides that, it's the same list. I was going to put a Mindslaver in just for fun, but then I didn't. So if you were actually looking for an explanation on how this deck works in this deck tech, you're not getting one. Just kidding. You can sack things to Krark-Clan Ironworks. They make mana, and if you have a Scrap Trawler, you get shit back. So if you sacrifice an Ichor Wellspring, you can get back a star. And if you sacrifice a star, you can get back an Opal. And you make a bunch of mana, and you play restricted artifacts, and then you Spine of it, shot lock them. Got it? Everyone's got it? Everyone's good? Let's battle. Anyways, I'm running on I don't know, I'm feeling very energetic today. I did make our friend wait here, so I want to apologize. All right, so I have a pet. It's a Gigantha, the best of all companions. And now, if I had a Terrarian, we could have had a turn 2 Tinker. But instead, we have a top, which may be better. Who knows? The idea that we can draw a card and sack the top sounds like a lot of fun to me. Anyways, let's keep. This hand looks pretty reasonable. You know, cantripping. I mean, our friend on the other side of the table is Doomsday Aficionado. Puts out actually really cool Doomsday posts. If you look inside of articles and videos on the Discord, there should be some links there. But they put out analysis on Doomsday's flex slots and what other people are playing in the flex slots. Because Doomsday actually has a couple flex slots. And I found them to be pretty interesting, actually. So if you're interested in Doomsday and people playing Peak and stuff, go check those out. They should be in articles and video, and then if you're looking in articles and video, I would search for Doomsday or maybe Revenant. Maybe if you search by their name, that might help. I don't know. Anyways, oh, you have a boat? Oh, you don't have a boat. Ashiok has a boat. I like that though. All right, I drew a Mishra's Workshop, and that's it. All right, so I mean, our turn 2. I mean, we still can't tinker, but we have a Mystic Forge, which is quite a powerful card, I've been told. Yeah. I should probably pick up a picture of this deck list somewhere so I can remember what's in it. Let me do that real quick. I wish I put a Mindslaver. I was gonna put a Mindslaver just for fun. Is this a Doomsday? All right, well, I'm sorry, chat. I know we want to have fun today, but unfortunately, wait a second. If I can tinker next turn though, and put a God Pharaoh statue in play, how does Doomsday even win? That'd be a win, right? It does. I have tinkered for KCI. Yep. Yeah. I tinkered for Spine. I've tinkered for Statue. I've tinkered for KCI. And I think I've tinkered for Scrap Trawler as well. I think those are the things I've tinkered for. I don't know. I can't remember. It was a couple months ago now. It's been a little while. Been a hot minute, actually. I mean, if we don't die on turn 1. All right. This feels winnable. This feels winnable. Opponent could just have a force, though, right? All right, so I have a bunch of things that make blue mana. That's not one of them. How do I want to do this, chat? Do I want to spin the top first? Is that the best way? Spinning the top first is probably the best way, right? It also lets us know what we could Mystic Forge, theoretically. I think spinning the top first. I think we want to spin. All right, so the spin has found a sapphire. So theoretically, if we were to go forge and then we play sapphire, play mana crypt, that would technically work. The only thing we need to play around would be, I mean, I guess if they have a negation, they're going to negate the Tinker anyways, right? Do they ever play Mindbreak Trap main? I don't remember one being main. But theoretically here, I think we can just play the Forge because it's going to put us in a better spot if they don't have a counterspell, right? I mean, I think they have a counterspell. I think we're going to die. All right, we died. Was there any way we could have played around this? Well, hold on. If we draw the sapphire and spin, we draw the sapphire. I know we have a mana crypt, but how can we get to our mana crypt? We just like can't get to our mana crypt, right? If I had drawn the mana crypt, eaten the wellspring, that would have only gotten me one deeper. No, I could have done it. I could have done it. I misordered, chat. I misordered. No, that wouldn't have gotten me anywhere, actually. That wouldn't have done it. Now, we would have been one short. I don't think there was a way for me to win this game through a Force of Will. I don't think it was possible. I don't think we had a shot. Just in case opponent didn't put a pile that wins the game, which that would be pretty insane, I will play an Arcbound Ravager. Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't beat one Force of Will. They pitched a Flusterstorm, I believe. So yeah. That's a good pile, though, because it can play around Wasteland maybe or something. Wait, what? What? How'd we get a turn? I don't know what happened, Eric. Maybe they made a super... I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I feel like we should be able to win the game. They could have built it around spheres. That would probably be reasonable, yeah. I think I'm supposed to tinker. Now, what is a better... Well, maybe they have a... Well, if I just tinker a 3-ball... Well, I guess if they just play... Okay, the problem with a 3-ball is they just... If they have another mana source, they just play a Thassa next turn, right? So I think we have to go statue. Is there any way we can make enough Arcbound Ravager? Can we make a Ravager lethal here? If we tinker for a Scrap Trawler, and then we play a top, activate top, eat the top, bring back the Wellspring... Right, bring back the Mana Crypt. I feel like we can win the game. I'm just a little worried about opponent having a bounce spell. That's what I'm worried about. If opponent has a bounce spell, I don't want to go all in. But opponent shouldn't be able to play... Well, let's think about it. If they have a Black Lotus, they could pay 2 for the Black Lotus, have a land, and have a Thassa's Oracle. So if they have land, Black Lotus, then they can beat statue. Yeah, I'm telling you how they can win if we get statue. They can have land, Black Lotus, Thassa's Oracle. That would beat statue. So I could either... they have a Black Lotus in their pile. Okay, so I don't think we can go for statue. Because they have a statue beat by going land, Lotus, Oracle. So I'm going to go for the kill. So by going for the kill, if I go Scrap Trawler, top, activate, spin top, activate top, Eat my top with my Ravager. Bring back my Mana Crypt. So my Ravager's on 3. My Ravager's on 4, 5, 6. Is it short? My top has to hit something. If my top hits something... No, I have an Ichor Wellspring, don't I? Oh, no, I tinkered. If I hadn't tinkered, I had an Ichor Wellspring on top. Huh. If I go Mere Retriever... Oh, no, but Trawler should bring back something. I think this works. Let's just try it. I think that works. So I think I'm supposed to spin this top, though, right? All right, if I spin the top... No, activate, then spin. Activate, spin, eat. I don't know what the right order of that is. Yeah, activate, spin. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to eat this now. I probably don't even need it. One. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I still have to spin into a non-land, right? Trinisphere should not have won because all they need to do is play land Thassa's Oracle. Brawler is 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it is just lethal. I don't actually have to hit anything there. But hitting this is another 2, so. Okay, all right. Yeah, this is why I don't play KCI. Too much math. But I thought of the right things. So I don't know if I would have gone for that line if I could have picked a deterministic prison line, like going for 3-ball or for going for Godfarrow statue. But because we know that opponent had Black Lotus and we think that they had another land and an Oracle, we couldn't go for either of those lines. Now, if opponent had not respected spheres, which is hard for them to do. It's hard for them to not respect spheres, like unless they know what list I'm playing. It's hard for you not to respect spheres against a shops player, right? If they chose to not respect spheres, they could have made a lethal pile for their turn 2. And it's hard to say what's right, but if you see Ichor Wellspring from my side of the table, and you know about the KCI deck that I won with, then you would know that I didn't have spheres, right? But I do have spheres in the board. Now the question then becomes, do we put these spheres in against Doomsday? Are spheres good against Doomsday? Kind of seems like they are, if they're going to play that way, right? Feels like we probably want spheres. Do we want stone coils? Or we just want spheres? What do you think, Bullwinkle? This was kind of your thing, right? What do you think? I have 1 minute though, so I feel like we would cut one of these and one of these and one of these. Well, maybe we actually want Ravagers. One of these, maybe. Do we just trim? Do we cut some stirrings because we're putting in spheres? What do you think about this trimming here? Is this a greedy trim? This is trimming one of each of these, and I think trimming stirrings when you're bringing in spheres is probably reasonable. I think this probably works. You don't like trimming stirrings? What would you rather trim? What do you guys want to trim? I'm down to hear, but... What do you want to do? Trim like a star? Stirrings? A top? Oh, we can just trim one of each, right? I guess we could trim a Krark-Clan maybe if you wanted to. Like this. I don't know. I don't know what the best way to play that is. Yeah, what's up, Sneak? All right, I got another Gigantha. This hand is Pog. I agree. Karn? I actually like Karn. Hey Dom, did you ever see I don't know if you watch any of it, but when I won the challenge with KCI, that was fucking lit. I had no idea what I was doing. It was fantastic. I like this deck. This deck is pretty bad against Force of Vigor and Collector Oof, but it's like pretty reasonable against most other things. I wouldn't say Doomsday is one of the most other things, but I just took away. I just switched it back to the monkey. I didn't realize that the Underworld Breach was going to be for every event in 2020, and thus it has lost some prestige to me. I was rocking the Underworld Breach avatar because I was like, hell yeah, I won the Underworld Breach tournament. I beat all the Breach players. And then I realized I have 2 Underworld Breach avatars, and I don't care anymore. So we're back to the monkey. I'm a big Ragavan fan. Ragavan fan? Ragavan fan. So this actually could come in handy. So last game we didn't play spheres, right? So maybe they'll build their pile more aggressively this time, and then we just sphere them. So could work out. Obviously, what do they mill here? Do they hit anything important? They lost their time walk, so they're actually more. There probably shouldn't still be a Flusterstorm in Eric's deck, I would think. Let's see if we can find anything interesting. So they brought in Steel Sabotage. That makes sense. They brought in a Tabernacle, which I think they might be confused on what we're doing. Not gonna lie. Well, all my flex slots, all my flex slots went to blue sources because I wanted to be as clean as I could be on casting Ancestral and Ancient Stirrings. Daze, Chain, Mindbreak Trap. So they do have a Mindbreak Trap now. We have to be careful of Mindbreak Trap and Daze. 1 days. How many days is here though? 2 days. That's 2 dazes. See, this is tough because we have to pressure them. If we don't pressure them, we have no chance. But the only way to pressure them is to play a Scrap Trawler. And so our sphere is going to be up for dazing and up for Mindbreak Trapping. But I don't really think we have a choice. I think we're just supposed to lead Lotus, Scrap Trawler, see if we can't get a counterspell or anything. And then slam a sphere after. I mean, we can't do anything. Our deck doesn't really function against this kind of broken combo deck, right? I mean, they've had turn 1 Doomsday with Force of Will back up twice. We were pretty lucky to win game 1, but we're not so much here. It's a tough matchup. It's probably one of your worst matchups, I would think. Unfortunately, now we have shown them that we did bring in Sphere, but I don't really think I can do much about it. Like, we don't actually have, like, Mindbreak Traps in our sideboard. We have Spheres. That's our plan. Our plan is to switch into Spheres, you know? I think I'm just going to run it back. Hey, Fontaine. It's going okay. It's going all right. Not bad. I engaged in some not very meaningful Twitter discourse, and then I decided we should just stream instead. Yeah, that's a shithole. That's just not ideal. Not ideal. What up, Mario? Oh no, it was Legacy that was the shithole. KCI is fantastic. I like this deck a lot. Oh, it turns out that Eric did not build a conservative pile. They just put the Lotus above the Ancestral by accident. So we should be solidly 0-2. We should be very solidly 0-2. Well, Spine is just the best endgame lock of your KCI loop, and that's why you play Spine. Like, Spine is just the best thing you can do with, like, all of the mana from KCI. I mean, I feel like this is a keep. I mean, we again don't have much that's going on here, but I really don't think I can afford to do anything else. Yeah, so we should be solidly 0-2. We shouldn't even be playing a 3. I don't think Ballista is necessary. I have not found Ballista to be necessary. I have found that just taking your opponent completely off of permanence and putting a God Pharaoh statue in play is good enough. It takes a little longer. Oh, shit. All right. Well, that's certainly a problem. They got me. Yeah, this does not look good. I did not think we were going to play against any Doomsday today. Doomsday, not a good matchup. I also, you'll find that I don't like win cons. I think win cons are overrated, and then you end up making your deck worse by putting them in your deck. So like, people always want to put Tendrils of Agony into PO, and I think that is the worst thing you could ever do. It's gonna win you very few games that you wouldn't already win, and then you're just gonna lose you a non-negligible amount of games. I've never actually found that you need extra time on Magic Online. I feel like Magic Online is, I don't know. I don't, I'm not gonna say I don't time out, because we've timed out on stream, but yeah, but Mentor is like a good card on its own, right? Like, Mentor will win you games that you would otherwise lose because it's in your deck. So Mentor can just win you a game without even going off, because Mentor is one of the most broken Magic cards ever. All right. So do I even draw a card? No, I don't, because it's not actually put into the graveyard. I guess I'm just gonna play a Sphere then. They have a Steel Sabotage that they didn't Steel Sabotage my Krark-Clan Ironworks. Damn, dude. All right, I like that though. It's a good play from the opponent. It was a good play from the opponent. I like the patience. Unfortunately, we're at the point in the game where if they Doomsday, they probably just win on the same turn. How did they know we had 2 Steel? Oh, they knew we had 2 from Probe. Duh. Probe is also a fair Magic card. That's a great draw. That's a fantastic draw. Hell yeah. Little cat. Get a little cat in your life, you know? Little metal cat. I'm all about adding a little metal cat to your life. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Do we want a top to look for some... Or would we rather get a Deuter in play? Because theoretically, this turn, we could go Trawler and put the Jengatha in our hand. I don't know, it just doesn't feel very good, you know? I can't actually play the Gigantha now because I used my green source, which is a problem. It's an actual problem. I guess Ravager actually is not a faster clock than just playing a Scrap Trawler, right? Because even if I eat some things, it's not very good. The problem is we need to do a lot of damage. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're just supposed to go for a top here and try to find something actually good. Spine's a one of, but we have like Trinisphere, God Pharaoh statue. I think I'm going to go for a top. Run, run, lost boy. He's saying, like, this seems better, right? Just getting a sphere. I don't know. It might just not be good enough still, but I mean, mediocre beats are very important here. But so what I'm gonna do is play a sphere. I got trapped. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go get my boy, the Elemental Elk. So we can play him next turn. Yeah, I don't play around my Library Trap. Oh, there's just really not much we can do here besides play the cards we were given. So yeah, it's just not a very good matchup. Let's put it bluntly. Looks like they don't have like Ritual Doomsday though, so we have a chance. I mean, they have a very interactive hand, right? They had Steel Sabotage, Leyline of the Void, Mindbreak Trap. So I have plenty of extra mana, so there's no real reason not to go searching with our top here. See if we can't find something good. All right, we have a Trawler, so I mean that's the best thing we have. So 1, 2, Gigantha. And then, oh, they have a Force of Will. All right, so they have no more cards, chat. That's actually pretty good for us. They're out of cards, and we have a 3/2. All right, no cantrip. So we whiffed on our top, unfortunately. Got a whole lot of nothing going on here. Might as well just play out this Ironworks. Recruiter hurt my head. KCI doesn't hurt my... I mean, KCI also hurts my head. All right, okay. Another pass. This is good for the home team. Spin the top. Survey says... Chromatic Star. I mean, that's a cycle. It's a cycle. We take those. Star... Oh, that's not a cycle. We don't take those. It's not a cycle. It's not a cycle. I know I figured it out before I did it, but I mean, I guess it doesn't really change much. I read it. Chill, chat. Chill. I figured it out. This is annoying. What is this? Are we getting Steel Sabotaged? F3, 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 F3. Oh. That would have been bad if we got like tinkered or something. That's annoying. That is annoying. Okay. All right. We have nothing, and that's not a good place for us to be because I can't draw cards, and my opponent can get preordains. So we're in deep shit. What we really need to do is spin this top and see Spine of Ishka. That's what we need to do. I'm pretty sure that's just a win a game on the spot kind of draw. Pretty sure that's a win the game on the spot kind of draw. All right, now we're getting our top Steel Sabotages and we're locked out for 2 turns. So, all right, I guess we're dead. I mean, this was a misplay, right? I should have not played the star. Leyline's actually not great against. I mean, it's good against us, but like it's beatable. But yeah, we have like 3 dead draws now, right? Oh, no, we have 2 dead draws. We have an Emerald and a Tomb. Yeah, you can leave and misstep versus me. I'm playing Stirrings and Stars and stuff. Nah, I won't want to play any more than 1 Spine. It just so happens that this game, they knew that we had multiple Ironworks, so they hit our Trawler, and are we just dead now? Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I mean, this could have been a winnable game maybe if I hadn't screwed up with the top, right? Then our top wouldn't get misstepped, but it would probably get misstepped the next time anyways, so... This is just kind of hampering our lifestyle. Because it does probably win on the spot, right? Because we have a full loop. Yeah, all right, that's probably game. All right. Yeah, I mean, we could have played 1 turn earlier if I hadn't done the bad play, for sure. I mean, it's also contingent on opponent drawing a counterspell, which they did. Well, if opponent's not drawing a counterspell, they're probably killing us, so it doesn't really help. To be fair, we really should have won exactly 0 games in this match. We had no business winning game 1. We got a little lucky. So. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we don't draw a spine immediately this turn, we probably lose, right? So we would have to draw spine or tinker or stirrings for spine or ancestral or something like that on this very turn. So hi Aaron, how are you? Doomsday. I feel like Doomsday would like really run this format over if Breach didn't exist. Because Breach and Doomsday are basically the same deck, except that Breach just beats Doomsday. Heads up, so. Inventor's Fair? I don't have it in my deck because I wanted to put as many blue sources into my deck, blue and green sources in my deck as I could. I felt like it was very important that I was able to cast my Ancient Stirrings, so I did not play any flex lands. Yeah, Leyline's quite good against us. All right, we have one draw step. Nope. Big daggers. I guess I shouldn't sack anything because maybe they mess up their pile somehow again. It feels fairly unlikely, but I mean, to be fair, if there wasn't a Leyline of Void, a lot of our things that we were drawing were cantripping. So, like, in a normal circumstance, we probably would have drawn into the action we needed, right? But it just so happens that there was a Leyline of the Void. Kind of sad days. Unfortunate. Yeah, we had. I mean, Forge would have been probably pretty. We probably would have played like every spell off of. Well, we would have gotten stopped. That's kind of funny. But to say, we probably would have played like every spell off of Forge in a row. Karn's a good draw too, right? Not really. I mean, Karn gets a big ass Stone Coil Serpent, so I guess Karn's a pretty good draw. Yeah, I mean, Doomsday's terrible matchup. We got wrecked. Do I play a Lattice? I mean, if I play a Lattice, I play a Lattice, then yeah, would have won the game. Straight up wins the game. Yeah, so we had a bunch of good draws. We didn't get there, which happens. It happens.